In recent social media updates, it seems like Chrisean is putting an end to her relationship with Blueface once and for all. She's not holding back and just threw major shade at both him and his mum. Let's dive into more details. Despite giving birth to their son just a few days ago, it's evident that Chrisean has decided to call it quits with Blueface. She didn't mince words when she exposed some strange behaviour from him and his mum. She's made it crystal clear that there's no going back. The big question now is whether she plans to let Blueface see their son. Chrisean seems to have had a revelation because she's throwing some serious shade towards Blueface and his mum. Her recent delivery might have marked a new chapter, but their relationship has always been a rollercoaster. They are known for their public arguments and at times it got physical. Fans have been urging Chrisean to move on from Blueface because it's no secret that he hasn't treated her well. However, when she announced her pregnancy earlier this year, many hoped he'd step up as a father and partner. Sadly, things took a turn for the worse. Blueface didn't react well to the pregnancy news. In fact, he publicly announced their breakup, claiming it was strictly business. He even went as far as casting doubt on the child's paternity. This was a low blow, but Chrisean stood her ground, wanting to keep the baby. Blueface's behaviour worsened as Chrisean expressed her excitement about becoming a mum. He publicly shared a private conversation where he encouraged her to get rid of the baby, claiming that having a child would make them stuck. It was a heartbreaking situation, leaving many wondering why Chrisean endured this mistreatment for so long. It's clear that Chrisean has reached her breaking point, and her recent actions on social media speak volumes about the state of their relationship. The drama between them has been a long-standing issue, but it seems like Chrisean is finally moving on from Blueface for good. Blueface's behaviour towards Chrisean during her pregnancy was truly appalling. He made it abundantly clear that he wanted nothing to do with her or their baby, even going so far as to flaunt this in front of her. But there's an important reason why Chrisean remained entangled in this toxic relationship, and it's a complex issue. A few months ago, Chrisean took to Instagram Live to announce that she was finally ending things with Blueface for good. Her decision came after a chilling wake-up call when Blueface threatened to physically harm her by kicking her in the stomach with the intent to cause severe bleeding. She knew the danger this posed to both her and her unborn child. In her own words, she described the moment when it all clicked to her. Blueface had taken her phone to ensure she couldn't document his threats, and she felt trapped. This horrifying incident made her realise the extent of Blueface's hatred towards her, as it takes an incredible amount of animosity to threaten the mother of your child in such a way. In that moment, Chrisean made a firm commitment to leave him behind, recognising that her safety and her baby's well-being were paramount. However, leaving Blueface was far from straightforward. He controlled all her finances, with access to large sums of money, $60,000 in a weekend, and a share of the $200,000 they earned together. Chrisean had no financial independence, and this financial control was a major obstacle to her escape. It's challenging to walk away from something you've worked hard for, especially when you don't have access to your own funds. Blueface's control over her money became a way to keep her trapped. In essence, the real reason Chrisean remained with Blueface was that she was trapped both physically and financially. It's a heartbreaking situation that explains why she kept running to him despite the humiliation and mistreatment. At one point, the situation became so dire that she had to resort to having the network running her reality TV show Zeus pay Blueface directly because he had intertwined their paychecks, ensuring he had control over her income. Chrisean found herself in a deeply distressing predicament where breaking free meant not only escaping an abusive relationship but also regaining financial independence. Blueface's control over Chrisean extended to her earnings from club appearances and other sources. However, Chrisean finally made the decision to break free from this toxic situation. It wasn't a bluff. She took action. Chrisean went to the network and successfully had her earnings separated from Blueface's control. She was determined to regain control of her own finances and her life. When Blueface discovered that she had taken these steps, he reacted explosively and threw her out. But Chrisean was prepared for this outcome and had already packed her bags. She moved into a new place which she acknowledged might be an Airbnb, but she wasn't concerned about the high costs. She emphasised the importance of these steps in her journey towards safety and independence. Chrisean had been planning her exit meticulously, and it seems like she's thriving since leaving Blueface behind. She's in a much better place now, both emotionally and financially. She shared that something clicked in her head, motivating her to separate from him and secure her future. Fans have been witnessing a calmer and more mature side of her, and they are loving the positive changes. Chrisean eventually went into labour a few days later, and she took her fans along for the journey by going live on Instagram. Noticeably absent was Blueface in the delivery room, but she had a strong support system by her side. Blueface, however, chose to be disrespectful by posting pictures with his baby mama, Jaden, and even shared videos of himself partying in Miami. Amid the already tense and dramatic situation surrounding Chrisean's labour, Blueface's mother became an unexpected participant in the social media saga. She took to social platforms to share her supposed concern for Chrisean's labour, initially claiming that she had experienced a dream relating to the situation. This dream seemingly stirred her emotions and prompted her to take action, urging Blueface to come to the hospital. However, the way she chose to express her concern didn't come across as compassionate or supportive towards Chrisean. Instead, her actions took a surprising turn as she went live on social media. During this live session, she not only questioned Chrisean's choices, but also resorted to shaming her for having a child with her son, Blueface. In defending Blueface's absence during the birth, she seemed to adopt a confrontational and judgmental stance. Her comments appeared to prioritise her son's image and decisions over showing empathy or understanding towards Chrisean's situation. This public display of criticism and defence further fueled the drama surrounding the childbirth, adding another layer of tension and conflict to an already emotionally charged event. Ultimately, Blueface's mother's actions on social media did little to ease the tension or foster a supportive environment for Chrisean during this critical moment in her life. Instead, it underscored the complexities and strained relationships within this already tumultuous family dynamic. In response to all this, Blueface took to social media to distance himself from the situation. He emphasised that social media was all entertainment for him and claimed that he had broken up with Chrisean 3 months ago. He also mentioned being with someone else and posting his baby mama consistently. Blueface made it clear that he wanted to be kept out of any discussions involving Chrisean. Chrisean has given birth to a healthy baby boy, and her face radiates love for her child. She proudly shared a glimpse of her baby's hand and didn't hesitate to clap back at Blueface and his mum. She made it crystal clear that she hadn't invited them to be part of this special moment in her life. Chrisean is determined to protect her son from any negativity, hate or jealousy, emphasising that her child's name is Chrisean and that he will be loved and respected. Additionally, she expressed her excitement about the future, mentioning her plans to reveal her levelling up and embarking on new projects in music and movies. She's grateful and ready for a fresh start. It's evident that Chrisean has successfully removed herself from the messy situation with Blueface, and people are showing their support. Many comments reflect the sentiment that Blueface didn't deserve to be in the delivery room, as his presence might have brought negative energy to this beautiful experience. Some even point out Blueface's attempts to publicly confess love and shower gifts as potentially manipulative tactics. As Chrisean embarks on her journey with motherhood, there's hopes that it will bring healing from the trauma associated with her past relationship with Blueface. The majority of comments seem to be in favour of her decision to protect her son from any potential harm. Now, the question arises, what do you think about this messy situation? Do you believe Chrisean was right to protect her child from Blueface, or do you think he should have been in the delivery room? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.